You remember Marcus. Episode 1, 5% margin, feeling the pressure. Episode 2, labor ROI, found Danny, fixed it. Margin climbed to 12.4%. But here's what we hadn't done yet. We hadn't looked at Marcus's own number, his compensation, his distributions. He wasn't counting himself. And that one blind spot was making his entire business look healthier than it was. I'm Neil Basta with Basta Group. This is Do You Understand Your Numbers? Every week, one number explained properly. Today, true labor. Hit subscribe so you don't miss next week. You've seen pictures of icebergs. Tip above the water, looks manageable. Then you see what's underneath. 90% of the mass, hidden. That's exactly what labor costs look like in most small businesses. The wages line on your P&L, that's the tip. Underneath, payroll taxes, benefits, subcontractors, owner compensation, owner distributions. All of that is labor, all of it. If you're only looking at the tip, you're making decisions on an incomplete number. True labor equals wages, plus payroll taxes, plus benefits, plus subcontractors, plus owner compensation, plus owner distributions. The one that trips up almost every owner comp and distributions. They think of their own pay as separate, something that comes after the business is calculated. But if you disappeared tomorrow and had to hire someone to do your job, what would that cost? That cost belongs in true labor. If you're working in your business and not counting your own compensation, your numbers are not accurate. Full stop. Back to Marcus. After fixing overtime in Danny's role, he thought his labor picture was clean. We built his true labor, all 6 lines. Team wages, $261,200. Payroll taxes, $26,120. Benefits, $18,000. Subcontractors, $14,400. Owner salary, $72,000. Owner distributions, $48,000. True labor, $439,720. What Marcus thought his labor cost was $261,200. What it actually was, $439,720. Difference, $178,520. Not because anything was wrong, because he was measuring the tip of the iceberg. His margin wasn't 12.4%. It was closer to 8.6%. Still better than where he started. Still moving in the right direction, but not 12.4%. And 8.6% versus 12.4% are not the same decisions. Marcus didn't panic. He paused distributions for 2 quarters, set a true labor target as a percentage of revenue, committed to growing the right kind of revenues. 6 months later, a true labor number he could actually defend. Not a guess, a real number with a real plan. I've sat with owners who haven't paid themselves in 2 years. They think it means the business is lean. What it actually means is the costs are understated. You cannot build a sustainable business on unpaid owner labor. At some point, you pay yourself or you burn out. Either way, the cost was always there. True labor just makes it visible. And visible is where everything gets better. This week, build your true labor number. All 6 lines. Compare it to what you thought it was. If there's a gap, that's not a problem. That's information. Drop a comment below, your industry and roughly what percentage of revenue you think your labor is. I'll tell you what true labor typically looks like for your business type. No pitch, real answer. Link below to book a call with Basta Group. We'll build all 6 components together and show you where true labor sits relative to what your business can actually support. Next week, labor budget. How do you know if true labor is too high? How much can your business actually afford to spend on people? The labor budget gives you a ceiling, a real number before you hire, before you give a raise, before you bring on a subcontractor. Stop making labor decisions on gut feel. Next week, we give you the number instead. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop your labor percentage in the comments. I'll see you next week.